You can paint just like the master. Learn from his teachings of evil.
Welcome Reaper fans. This week voted on my Patreon is the Savage Beauty box set. Absolutely beautiful box set by Dennis Mize. We're going to take a little look-see at the box and the miniatures within, and then I'll get these painted up and come back and show you the finished collection. These are your Amazon ladies. The box contents Tyden, Melorian, Witch of the Darkmoor, Dina, Tana, Corin, Felicia, Ashana and Sonia of the Bow. Plenty of female characters to keep your battlefields busy. So what I'll do is I'll go and have a little look-see inside and show you the miniatures. Here is a 360 of all the miniatures that are in the box set. Absolutely beautiful miniatures. These are more adult themed, so not advised for children. There are lots of nudity in these miniatures. I know lots of people don't care about nudity, but there are a lot that do, so I need to point out that these are not recommended for young children because of the laws in the UK. Absolutely beautiful miniatures. I'm looking forward to painting these. I'm going to be mounting all these miniatures onto a 1-inch base boss base, and I'll give them a little jungle themed base, more wooden theme to each base. Now I'm going to be painting all these in flesh colours, and I'm going to be showing you today how I paint my flesh colours on all these ladies. It's very simple and a very fast process. So once I've got them all prepped up and based and added the primer coat, I'll come back and I'll show you how I get these painted. So here is Savage Beauty, all sprayed up in my greenhouse. As you can see, I got this special little tool from Games Workshop, and it holds all the miniatures on here. There's links below to purchase one of these items. It's very good for spray painting. You just go into your greenhouse, hold on to the stick there, put on all your miniatures with your little elastic bands, and then you can spray paint in one easy step all your miniatures. Nice and easy. I find it's a fantastic piece of kit. So if you want to use one of these, it does help. It makes things a lot faster. I have been struggling with the cold lately, using my spray paints, so I've been waiting for the warm weather to warm up the greenhouse before I go out and spray my miniatures. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, we're doing the Savage Beauty, I'm going to be doing all the flesh areas first. So each one of these I am going to be covering in Scholar Flesh by MSP Colours. So we'll get all the flesh done, and it doesn't matter if you're going over all the clothes. We want to get every single one of these ladies with the flesh tones, and we'll finish the flesh tones first, and then we will be painting in all the clothes and the shields and all the other items, and that makes the job a lot easier. So I'll come back once I've added all that paint. So my flesh has been all added to these lovely ladies. What I'm going to do now is I'm going over all the areas with some flesh wash from Army Painter. This is my go-to ink wash for flesh tone. Absolutely beautiful effects with that. So I will cover all these ladies with the flesh tone, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I do next. It's very simple. All the ink wash has been added to the beautiful ladies now, and it has dried. So what I do now is I paint all the rest of the miniature. So I'll finish off the bases, the swords, the hair, all the little bits of clothes on these miniatures. So I'll get them all done, and then we'll come back and then we can finish off this skin. And the skin tone is very simple. We're just going back over certain areas of the flesh with our light tone that we used at the beginning as our base colour. Okay, so we're coming into the final stages of these ladies now. I've added the flesh tone. All I've done is added the original flesh tone with some fair flesh colours going up the thighs, on the arms, above the breasts and the forehead, and the top of the shoulders, and it gives a lovely effect and also gives a light source. I've added in all the clothes and all the shields, given some ink washes. All I need to do now is finish off the bases, give some nice grass effects for the bases, and a couple of highlights onto the base, maybe a bit of flocking here and there. So what I'll do is I'll come back and show you the completed miniatures. With the eyes for these ladies, you don't need to paint in the eyes. There's a trick, because these miniatures are so small and the eye details are so fine. If you use just a black ink wash and go over each eye with a little black ink wash, the ink wash goes into the recesses of the eye, and because it's so detailed on each figure, the eye, it actually works very well. So here is the finished Savage Beauty. Absolutely fantastic set of miniatures. I'm very, very pleased with these. They came out extremely well. As you can see, all the highlighting on the skin is done. What I've also done is I gave them a satin varnish wash at the end to protect the skin, and also give a little shine to the flesh areas. And the satin varnish will also protect your miniatures for gameplay, so it will help to stop the chipping. As you can see, I've done all the miniatures with blonde hair. I wanted them all to be matching in. I've also given them a green to their outfits, just to match in, so each one is in a unit, so they can be easily found on the battlefield. Although I think a bunch of naked women running around on a battlefield will be quite easy to find. So there we are. That's this week's paint. If you enjoy what I do, then please hit that subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, then please become my patron. All patrons are added to the end credits of all my videos. So until next time.
Goodbye, my fellow ones. Sleep well. Dream of evil paintbrushes.